Hey Andrew, I just figured I'd send you a little video of what we're seeing as far as these lock assemblies go. This is the lock assembly as it came in, and I guess a couple of the things that I noticed, they do tack weld this nut here after the adjustment is made for how far in or out the lock mechanism is. But in here where that set screw screws in, there's really nothing keeping that set screw from unscrewing itself. The problem we're having is when we do put the key in to turn this thing, and put the key in, and when we go to unlock it, we start turning it, and the key is turning, but nothing else is happening, and you can see it's just kind of unscrewing itself inside until it gets to the point where it falls out. If I tighten it enough that it'll hold, and then we start turning it, the spring has enough force that when you get to a point, it just, again, it loosens up and just starts turning. So that's the problem we had initially when we went to open the boxes. They just loosened up, and of course the fella kept turning and the whole assembly fell out. The other thing I noticed when we closed the box, and you'll see I put some markings up on here for the closure ramp. When we do close this thing, it comes down, and probably almost impossible to see this, but when it gets in there, it just doesn't want to close. The only way to close it is to put the key in. It may be partly a positioning situation as to where the whole lock mechanism is, but I did kind of darken in a little spot here. If I push it in enough, see, I can get it to that point, but even if I press down on the cover, I can't, oops, sorry, even when I press down on the cover, I can't get it to close. So I was thinking if we just sort of increased the ramp on this piece, kind of cutting out the area that I've defined there, and just make it a little sharper, then I think it would close just fine. So anyway, that's the problem I'm finding. And of course the reason I can't take the locks out and send them to you is they've got these nuts all tack welded in here, so I'd have to grind them in order to get them out. So anyway, I look forward to getting the lock assembly. I'll have to figure out why this keeps loosening itself up in here, whether I put an additional lock nut in there to hold it in, or get some aggressive adhesive, like a Loctite 545 or something like that, a thread locker. Get that in there to keep itself from loosening up. Otherwise, as I said, if you put the key in and somebody's not thinking, and they just go and they keep unscrewing the thing, it ultimately sort of self-destructs and falls apart. Okay? Well, anyway, I'll keep you in the loop. Thanks.